Alright, we made it for another Final Cut TV and Coffee on a Saturday. I figured since I have a little bit of time before I have to board my flight, we'd fire it up in the airport, so that's what we're doing. Just going to be here for a few minutes, but that way we didn't skip a Final Cut TV and Coffee. So, very successful summit. To the Final Cut Pro team, FMC, everybody that attended. I met a lot of people that I've never met before. They were new people, so there we go. I just wanted to hop on here for a few minutes. I can't talk very loud because there's people around and stuff. First comment. Happy Saturday. What was your favorite part? Well, there's more than one, but one of the first things, let me switch my glasses out. One of the first things, the very first thing that happened on Wednesday was we went to get the presentation from the Final Cut Pro team, and it was the best presentation we've ever. I think everybody who's been to previous summits would say that. That's the best presentation we've ever had. We went to the Developers Center, which is adjacent to the Spaceship Campus, inside of a beautiful theater. Just like a mini, Apple event when they used to do them live. And it was dark, and they kept us waiting. And there was music playing, and there's beautiful graphics on the screen, and there's a very wide screen in the background. And then finally they came out and did a presentation and introduced, as we've been talking about for 4 months on this show, Final Cut Pro 11. Final Cut Pro 11. So that was one of the highlights. The other highlights were the Q&A last night was very, very friendly, very cordial, very open, and I'll be covering that once I get back and I can look at my notes and gather things up. Right now I just have snippets that I have to refresh my memory, put them more organized. So I have a Mac Mini Pro waiting for me back at the house. So I'll be getting in later this evening. I'll open it up tomorrow, get it fired up, load things in it. Final Cut Pro 11 will be the first thing that I load for sure. And it'll be running Mac OS Sequoia, because that's what it runs on. And during the week I'll be editing some of the clips together. Apple Fitness Plus was phenomenal. Had no idea how big that procedure was and all the things that they have. Michael Cioni was 90 minutes talking pretty much off the cuff. He had notes on his iPhone, but he hardly used them, just looked down once in a while. That was phenomenal. A lot of the presentations were really, really good. The ones that I got a chance, I didn't get a chance to go to everyone. You can't go to everyone because they're going in simultaneously. So, tried the call out feature yesterday. Could not get it to work at first due to user error, but I found out where I was in error. Now I just need to fine-tune my skills using it. Really nice add-on. Okay, there you go. That's one of the new titles. Is that what that is? Call out? New titles? Is that what you're talking about? So, one of the things the question I asked the team was, I said, when the original Final Cut Pro came out, somebody said in the organization said this is a roadmap for the next 10 years, Final Cut Pro 10. So I asked them, I said, you said it was the roadmap for the next 10 years when 10 came out. It's been 13 plus years now. Is there going to be a similar roadmap for Final Cut Pro 11 now that it's here? And then I said, or are you going to give us Final Cut Pro 12 in 6 months? And of course, that's not going to happen, but it just talked about the numbering system doesn't really relate like it used to in the old days. So, but the first thing I did was I thanked him for Final Cut Pro 11, and then I said, and also I want to thank you for the presentation because it was phenomenal. It made us really, it was just a great presentation in a great theater, which is something we haven't had before. We've been in the theaters before at One Infinite Loop. One unlisted feature I found in Final Cut Pro 11, if you working in HDR color space, then export is still or single frame. Now the still is HDR. It was not before. That was interesting. I would have thought it would have been. I would have thought whatever the still showed on the screen would be what was exported, but you're saying it wasn't. I didn't realize that. So I want to have a nice, uneventful flight back, just normal, everything normal. I got my iPad Pro, which was a big help in the hotel room when I was live streaming. I had a second screen for a change. So that was really good. But, so this week, I'm going to relax Sunday, do a little bit of editing with my new Mac Mini Pro. First time I've ever had one. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there'll be some activity on our YouTube channel relating to Final Cut Pro 11, relating to the FCP Creative Summit. Oh, there we go. Call out and picture-in-picture effects in a group of effects called Reframe. Ripple Training and Final Cut Pro showed both in your Final Cut Pro videos. I think that came from the iPad version. Is that where, if I'm not mistaken? Okay, so I haven't fired that up. So it's a new effect called Reframe. There you go. Just learned something. I've downloaded 11 on my Sequoia volume, but I haven't really. I think I just did one quick video out of it. So, like I said, I'm not going to stay on very long because I can't talk. I don't have access to my normal multiple screens. I really can't play videos and stuff because they're hidden behind my Ecamm Live layout. I don't want to go switching back and forth. But I just wanted to come on and say, first off, thanks everybody. So I have, let me bring these up. Here's the sponsors of the Creative Summit, Cormelt, FMC, and a Move. And I have a new sponsor that I'm going to put in there. Oh, you know what? It's on the other. Let me make it up here. Because this was a very important part of this trip. Let me just pull this up here. Here we go. There, the Buy Me a Coffee crew. The Buy Me a Coffee crew. All the people who bought me coffees for this summit trip. It's sincerely appreciate. I'm going to put that over top of that for the time being. So that's one of our sponsors as well, the Buy Me a Coffee crew. All the people who bought coffee over there. You can still do that. Support the channel. buymeacoffee.com/Richard Taylor. So, the thing is obviously it doesn't have all the features we want, but this is the beginning of Final Cut Pro 11. The beginning of a brand new version of Final Cut Pro. So this is the first chapter in this book, Final Cut Pro book, Final Cut Pro 11 book. This is the first chapter. So there's going to be lots more chapters over the next 10 years, 11 years, 12 years. It was 13 years with Final Cut Pro 10, over 13 years. So Final Cut Pro 11, is it going to be the same kind of a roadmap? We don't know. Our friend Eric says, have a safe trip back. We look forward to your wrap-up show next week. There's going to be more than one show. There's going to be more than one show. So, and then we'll get back into it, our regular schedule on Buy Me a Coffee. On Final Cut TV and Coffee next Saturday. Very, very good. So everybody who supports the channel, everybody's is appreciated. And FMC, the entire crew at FMC, Ben, Megan, Elise, the ones that I've been involved with, thank you very much. Everybody at Apple, the whole team was there yesterday, the Pro Apps Final Cut Pro team. By the way, I did make 2 suggestions. There's a new person who's in charge of promoting Logic, and I talked to her and I said, can you please get us voice isolation in Logic? Why isn't it, come on. Why isn't it there? She acknowledged that I told her that, which is all she can do. Though I wish we received more features in Final Cut Pro 11, magnetic mask is a big deal and probably make this way into every edit I do. I agree, but like I said, there's going to be more features in Final Cut Pro 11. This is just the first chapter in the Final Cut Pro 11 book. This is not the end. This is not containing everything that's happening. This is just the very beginning of the Final Cut Pro 11 book, the first chapter. We'll be getting more chapters, more features over the next year or so. So the other thing that I said, I took the guy that's in charge of the Final Cut camera, and I took out my iPhone and took out the native camera app, and I said, can you get Final Cut Camera to do this? And I started recording and switched the lenses back and forth, 4 or 5 lenses back and forth while it was recording. And I said, can you get Final Cut Camera to do that? You've got two of my requests, and this is the 3rd one. We got to be able to switch cameras while it's recording. So those are my 2, and I also asked the question for the Final Cut Pro team. All right, everyone. Buy Me a Coffee crew, for this is very important. You did a great job supporting this channel, supporting me when I came out here, and I'm going to get off now and organize things for the trip back. And I will talk to everybody during the week this week, not Saturday. Besides this is number 90. Buy Me a Coffee number 90. Final Cut TV and Coffee number 90. So we're going to be breaking 100 pretty soon. I'll talk to everybody later during the week.